Okay, back up in the tower with my good old friend, Mr. Berdigidio.
Yep. We're out here, so we're in the U19 championships right now. We got Russia and Poland about to duke it out, see who can come out on top. Russia yesterday kind of fell short a little bit to the boys from Netherlands.
They really cut short, and that was a big, I think this was the upset of yesterday.
Yeah, I know a bunch of these Russian kids, they all train with Russian Legion, and they're all the up-and-coming players. So it's exciting to see them out here. At the same time, a lot of people were expecting them to win.
Yeah, so that's something, surprising, but okay. But now they're going to battle it out for 5th and 6th place. Now, of course, SPL format, race to 4, 10 minutes of game time, every point counts. And I'm kind of giving it to the Polish, and I'll tell you why. Because they just had a game, they won it, they're confident. And the Russians didn't play today because they had a bye because of the Greek team not showing up. So automatically, and this is of course the battle for 5th and 6th place, country pride, country honor. And afterwards we're going to have, the top 4, and then the finals.
Yep. And right now you're seeing the Russian Legion player. He's coming out here to pump up the kids. It's so cool to see all the players from Russian Legion in the pits for Russia, helping them out, giving them some experience, some guidance. It's pretty cool to watch. It's pretty cool to see these kids, grind it out. A lot of these kids have been training for this all year. I know the Russian players have been all practicing together. The Poland players all practice together. So you're about to see some great action.
Yes, and I even see on the far side of the field, we even have got some new guests, special guests. We've got La Gendarmerie Nationale, who actually want to check out the game, who don't know paintball. And guys, look at this. I hope you guys will pretty soon join the game, but with paintball guns, not with real guns, please, if possible. No, it's always fun seeing Law and Order around, and they must be interested to see how these games work. So we're going to go down to the 30-second mark, so pretty soon the 10-second mark. Refs are heading up to the field as we're looking down on the Russian players. There we go, 10 seconds.
And here we go. This is a race to 4 right now, and Russia on your right, Poland on your left.
And there we go.
Okay, so the Russian kids kind of break out using the Art Chaos breakout. They put one player in the small cake. They take the snake one off the break. Poland goes in the snake off the break. Both teams with 5 alive right now. Nobody dying off the break.
Nobody dying off the break, and that's very important. That means they're not on... Oh!
Poland's the first one to move up the field. The ref calls out the Poland snake corner, but, Poland doesn't let that stop them. They go straight into snake 2, shooting on the inside. Right now, the Russian player needs to get into that snake 2. If you can kind of see right now from your screen, the Poland players are blocking off that lane, trying to contain him. The weather out here is perfect. The sun's finally out, so these players have full vision of the field. And there he goes, right into the snake 2. And I like the controlled play. Didn't force the move.
Russia into Dorito 2, straight away from the snake Dorito corner to snake into Dorito 2. That's a good move. Put some
and if
pressure
you look
on the
at
snake
these
2.
Russian players, they all have such really good gun skills. They hold their guns properly. They snap shoot really well. And that just goes to show you how much they've been practicing. And the small cake for Russia shoots out snake 2. So now Poland's down 2 players. So it's a 3-on-5 in Russia's favor.
Yeah, and this is going to hurt them a lot because, you can't live long in this kind of situation.
And Russia snake player is now going to wrap Poland in the Dorito 2. Oh, and Russia goes up the center, putting a guy in the tall temple and then going right into the 50 snake, realizing there's only 2 players left.
As we're getting a few bounces.
And he gets ran down.
That's it.
So Russia getting the first point, playing really strong, not overly aggressive, controlled, making sure they're staying on their lanes. Yesterday we saw them kind of, over anticipating moves, kind of pushing too fast. And right now you can see how they just, played that properly.
Well, yesterday I kind of believed that they were running into the streams the Dutch were putting on. The Dutch are putting on the stream, and then the Russians decided to run into it. And they did it a few times, and that's how you cost you a game. Especially if you get a backpack hit then, and then get a little 1-for-1 behind that.
Yep, and now you see when Russia comes into the snake, he knows there's 2 lanes on him, so he doesn't move from that snake 1 into the snake 2. He kind of just slow plays it, waits for that move, because the last thing you want to do is you want to move from the snake 1 to the snake 2 and get shot moving. You know, so
True.
you do play that nice and slow, controlled. You let your back player get his gun up behind you, and as he's shooting over your head, that's when you make the move.
True.
You never want to rush that move, because if you die, you don't do anything beneficial for your team.
And you've got the laydown shot on Snake from Snake 1 to the corner, you know, and sneaky shoot the corner and Dorito side out.
And now you see the on-field cam. He goes inside the pit, Poland getting ready to get back out there. There's a one team playing at a time right now, so there'll be a 2-minute break in between every point. And it's amazing to see, you know, all the players having good pit staff, and these young kids coming out here, you know, putting it together, grinding. And you see most of them have amazing gun skills. You know, they could all be D1 teams, these U19 kids.
True. But again, these are also the future stars of the big men teams in a few years' time. I mean,
yeah, I already see a lot of the Russian Legion guys out here, you know, pitting for these Russia kids, and already anticipating that most of these kids will be carrying on the legacy of Russian Legion. So you're looking at the next, you know, top Russian Legion players, I may say.
then if they're as good as, Mishka, Fedorov, Malloy.
I mean, that's hard. Mishka, Fedorov, and Malloy are probably the top 3 or 4 best players ever to come out of Russia. Yeah. I mean, Malloy's a machine. That guy can win a 1-on-5. I've seen him win a 1-on-4 in the PSP. So, I mean, those kids are machines. It's going to take a lot to surpass them.
Yeah. But okay, you have to try.
Strong breakout by Russia, taking the Snake 1 off the break, putting 2 Dorito side, 1 up the center. Poland loses their Dorito 1 off the break. Russia goes right into the Dorito 2. Small cake goes out to the Dorito side. And Russia just dominating the lanes right now. Going down the Dorito side, right into the 50 Dorito. Oh, wow, and Poland's Snake 2 player gets shot cross field by the small cake.
Again, that guy just shot that on him, so it's twice he gets clipped.
Yep, and there goes another Poland player, and they're going to blow the
towel.
horn.
That's the towel.
Wow. You know, Russia coming out here gun strong. If they played like this yesterday, they would have made it on.
Yeah.
But you know, you see they are coming out here with so much more dominance. You know, they're understanding the lanes. They're not taking advantage of you know, sloppy bunker moves. They're just playing smart. They're going through the motions properly, you know, as a team. They're not just running through their game plan. And you see everybody's doing their job. And it's a completely different group of kids.
With the other, I agree with that.
Yeah. And Poland's kind of having a hard time battling with them off the break. Russia's shooting off the break is so strong. They have literally 5 guns up, all up field. And, you know, their back cakes, which I think are really hard to play in this field, are shooting one side, then cutting out to the other. And when you do that, you're giving yourself so much more shots.
You are.
And you can see right now the overhead cam, you know, stands are getting packed right now to watch this. A lot of teams out here, the field layout. There's the on-field cam in the pit right there. There you see the general manager for the Russian Legion. He's in there. You see the Russian Legion coach, Alex. You know, I got the opportunity of playing for Russian Legion a few years back. You know, when I was growing up, coming through the league, I learned a lot from them. You know, I learned a lot of basic fundamentals and the game and how it's looked at. And Alex was our coach on that team as well. So you really, when you get on a team like that with such experienced coaches, experienced staff, it takes your game to the next level. You know, when you're at home drilling and going to practice and understanding the game, that's one thing. But then to do that and have somebody on the sidelines who's won 5 or 6 world championships as a coach, I mean, it's a completely different story. That type of experience you can't learn on your own.
No, but that's something you only learn by getting beaten up all weekend and all these and all tournaments.
Yep. So I mean, definitely the Russian Legion are pretty stern, pretty straightforward on how they operate and what they like to do on the field, and they play Russian Legion style paintball. And you can see these kids out here for Russia playing Russian Legion style paintball. It's guns up, take in your bunkers, and it's very good to see.
So let's see if the Polish can finally pull one back, or whether it's going to be all Russia. And, well, they shot 1 Russian player and 1 Polish player. So.
Yep, and now you see Poland kind of losing 2 bodies out the snake side pretty early.
And
so
Russia also losing.
Russia loses 2 as well. Oh, but Russia doesn't stop. They go right into the snake 1. keep attacking. I like that. I like when you keep playing aggressive and you don't let bodies falling, get to you. So right now it's a 3-on-3. Poland has a snake 1. They have a snake temple and a snake corner, and Russia has a snake 1. And Russia goes straight into snake 2. Now this kid is really good at shooting for Russia in the snake 2, but Poland's playing the back end of that snake, kind of getting a different angle, not letting the Dorito player move up the field.
And the Polish snake corner gets shot.
Exactly
Dorito corner.
Exactly what
but a 1-for-1 on Russia. So now it's 2-on-1, and he shot that guy too. I think he shot him in his barrel.
Yep, exactly what that Polish player is doing is how I think this field should be played. So right now it's a 2-on-1, and
he got him, and now it's a 1-on-1.
Now it's a 1-on-1. Oh, wow.
1-on-1.
And now it's just a 1-on-1, snake 1 to snake 2, and Russia is just dominating this lane. The Poland player knows where he's at now, and Russia's going to play low. Let's see who takes this win. I like this. I like the straight gunfight. Look at these guys just battling at each other right now, not even stopping. They're just going straight in.
And he got him on his backpack.
Oh, wow.
And there goes Russia. That's a 2-on-1 he won. And that makes it 3-0. Yeah.
This number 7 player for Russia has been playing fantastic. I mean, just such great gun skills. If you can see him, he never lets that Polish player get even an opportunity to move. He just stays on him the whole time.
Well, the Polish player should have gone highway. That's what I would have done.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, you're kind of stuck in snake 1. You don't know if he's going to move into the Dorito, if he's going to back up. But, I mean, this Russian player played it phenomenal. He played over the top. Here's the replay right now. So he realizes that it's just a snake 1. He stays over the top. He doesn't want to let that Polish player move. He's controlling the lane. Oh, camera gets whacked a few times. But you see him just controlling the lane, then he plays low. And that experience you learn from playing against the top pros in the world. He's playing all different aspects of the field.
He is. But again, you can see that the Polish player was lacking a little bit of experience because you don't, if somebody has a lane, you don't force it.
Yep.
Especially not in a 1-on-1.
And even this kid picking up the pods right now, number 4 for Russia U19. I actually played with him in the U.S. on Moscow Red Storm, and he's actually a really, really good snake player. He's got a lot of good gun skills. He runs around. He's really fast. And I know Russian Legion's been playing with him, and Sergey and all the Red Storm guys have been playing with him. He's been getting a lot better, and I'm expecting to see that kid next year dominate in the pro division in the U.S. and over here in Europe.
Oh, well, we'll see how that happens. But for now, he's really playing well. We see the refs getting a little chat. Like, how are you? How are me? Are we all okay? We all still love each other? Yes, we do. Now, don't forget, there's 2 teams on the field, but there's a 3rd team, and that's the refs. And they see themselves as a team, which is a good thing. So they're having a small barbecue, some marshmallows, putting up a fire.
Yeah, the refs always do a fantastic job out here. They really stay on point, and there's not much BS you can get away with out here.
Oh, no. And I have to say, Kenji's doing a real good job, since he's replacing Jabba, of course, who is at home. And Jabba, we heard you had something like you have the obligations for work and things. Well, still, we miss you, love you, and hope to see you next year. But I have to say, Kenji's doing a good job replacing him. There's not a lot of things that happen on the field. So, good job by Kenji, the head ref from Belgium.
So here we go, 5 up. Poland breaking snake 1 off break, and so does Russia. We got pretty even matches right now. It looks like the Polish player going to the corner got bounced, but he stays alive. Russia goes right into snake 2. See, both teams playing so aggressive down the snake side, they kind of forget about the Dorito, but the Russian Legion kids keep just crushing up the Doritos, and Poland loses their first player.
And the only thing I still don't understand is they never taught the Russian kids to shoot that back corner from down, the sneaky shot from snake 1.
Yeah, there's a lot of crazy shots from that snake, so really playing all aspects of it helps.
If I was shooting side of the small Millenium and shoot across and shoot the corner. And the corner's so loose now that he could have had an easy shot on him. And now he's trying to see if he's got a shot on what. Let's see what he does. Sneaky shot. He's trying to do a sneaky shot. And
yeah, and you see the Russian player kind of backing up off the end of that snake. Now this type of shot is good. It's hard to do if they have a snake 1 like this, because he can kind of blind shoot with that snake temple. But what the Russian player is doing is he's keeping that player from going to the Dorito.
The Russian player asking for a check.
Oh, wow, and Russia gets into the 40. Dorito staying alive pretty well, and he's shooting inside. He realizes that there's a Snake 1. He's got to just stay alive in there. Yep, I like the way these kids are playing right now. Both teams are playing good. Russia winning 3-0, though, so this could be a game point for them if they don't get this. Poland really needs this point to stay in the match, or else they're going to be out. Oh, wow, a nice aggressive move into the Snake 2. The Poland player gets in there. Now he's going to try to shoot inside, see if he can see that Dorito player. Oh, and the Polish corner player gets waxed in the face. Nice catch.
Yeah, and it's done from the little cake. It's the little cake they're shot.
Yep, the little cake for Russia, number 7, has just been crushing it, shooting all lanes, staying inside. You know, great gun skills, shooting over the top, playing all aspects of the bunker. There you see the camera zooming in on him. Oh, and the Russian player goes right up the center, a little mini Sergey. And he's going to play that mini Medusa, shooting into the Snake 2, kind of containing him. I like that play, especially when you're up on bodies.
Yes, well, that's actually, but he's doing a good job. But oh, and there's the Russian player getting shot out of the Snake, which is unusual.
Oh, and Russia goes right into the 40 Dorito, wasting no time.
Oh, and there
he
comes
gets
a
a 1-for-1. And the Russia number 1 player just cruises down the Doritos, shoots 2 more, and Russia is going to come through the highway. Oh, and he's going to come double tap him. Take that. Dices him up in his pack properly. Jumps into their Snake 1, stays alive doing it, and Russia's going to win that point.
And the game.
Wow, if Russia played like this yesterday, we would have been seeing them play for first or second.
Yeah.
I mean, fantastic playing by these Russian kids. You know, shout out to everybody that's been training them and helping them. Great pit crew, like I said. They played really, really well. And it looks like Russia's going to get that point. They're going to call them clean, and it's going to be a 4-0 max for Russia.
Well, you were right. I was wrong.
Yep.
So,
no problem, Maurice. We can't win them all.
Yeah, but up next, something really funny too. It's going to be Great Britain against France.
Wow. And we are in France right now, and a lot of the Great Britain kids want that win. They were talking yesterday a little bit of smack. But those Great Britain kids, I watched them play yesterday. We were up here. They are so technically sound. Like, they play really well together. I know they've been practicing. I know they practice with the Nexus guys, and they practice with a bunch of those teams. And I know some of them play in the SPL and in the D1 league. But those Great Britain kids are good, man. And the French kids, they're already, winning. We've saw them win. So it's going to be a battle. I'm excited to watch it.
Yeah, me too. So, guys.